All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching this video. If you're watching this video, it's because you have been asked to, or you're interested in taking stats for our church in social media viewership for videos specifically. And this video is going to be for worship videos. All right. So for our worship videos, we send those to 3 locations through Vimeo. So we're using Vimeo to send everything out to different locations. So primarily it goes to Vimeo, then it goes to Facebook and YouTube at this point in time. And this is how we're doing it for now, subject to change. If you see any problems in how we're taking these stats, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know how we can be better. And also, if you see problems in the math that is in the spreadsheet, feel free to reach out and let us know how we can change that and make it better. All right, so again, this is not exact science. We're just learning as we go. I think maybe I've got all the caveats out of the way. So with that, we will begin. All right, in the spreadsheet, you see a live column here and a total views column here, a difference column, and a total estimated reach. Obviously, the date is over here. So live, we are looking at total live viewers. Some places like Vimeo will break that down into a peak live view and a total live viewers. So with Vimeo, we're using that total number. With Facebook, we just get a peak number, and YouTube is a peak live concurrence number. And y'all will see that here in a second. And total views is obviously how many views that video got up until the point in time you took the statistic. So while I'm talking about that, it's important that we take these statistics consistently, meaning that you take it at the same time every week. So if you took a statistic on a video on Sunday afternoon, and then the next week you took the statistic on Thursday, those numbers for the video that you took the statistic on Thursday are going to be inflated in reference to the video that you took the statistic on Sunday. Also, if you took it on Sunday afternoon, you're going to miss people that came on Sunday night and watched that video with their family. So that brings up another thing is how we're counting this live views, total live views, whatever live concurrence. We're counting that number as a multiple of 2.5. So we're saying with that is that we believe those numbers are being watched at this point in time in May of 2020. People are watching with their families at home. So we think that 2.5 is a good average, and I think it's a conservative average. So whatever number we have for live at this point in time is multiplied times 2.5. So that gives you the number here, estimated live reach. You click on that box, you can see that formula is put in there. That's subject to change as we move forward out of this coronavirus crap that we're in. So then we take a total views. So that's the total amount of views the video has had. That will include live viewers and people who came back and watched the video afterwards. I'm really interested in counting the live viewers separately than the people who watch the video afterwards, because I think that is a different type of person, and I think that's an individual as opposed to a family watching that video at a separate time or a later time. Yeah, there's families, as I pointed out, that choose to watch it at a later point in time, but I think that the vast majority of those people are individuals, and I want to be conservative, on the conservative side. I could skew these numbers and make our social media ministry look really, really good. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the reality of how many people we're reaching through social media. So I want to be a little conservative on those numbers. And honestly, 724 people watched on Easter Sunday. I hope that's conservative, but we don't know. So we really don't know, and we're trying to do the best we can. All right, so these formulas, when you get the spreadsheet, you can look through it and look at if you're a math nerd. If you're not a math nerd and math drives you crazy, then just be glad that the math is done for you. All right, so how are we getting these stats this is what Scott was interested in, is I go to each individual outlet And you really have to be an investigative person, someone who can read through the weeds and really discern what is the proper number. As you're going to see here in a second with YouTube, there is a discrepancy between what Vimeo shows us and YouTube shows us. And so to get these stats is you want to search out the video that you're taking stats on. So Vimeo, go to videos, select that video. We're looking on April 26th worship service video. Once that video pulls up, go to analytics, and then it'll pop up right here. Computers are running a little slow because it's doing a lot. So bear with us. The CPU is pegged right now. It can't go any faster. All right. So total views pops up very top thing there. That's the 92 is the number that will go in the box on a spreadsheet for total views for Vimeo on April the 26th. You see that number reflected right there. All right. Now we're going to need to go back and get our live views. Vimeo breaks it down between peak live viewers and a total number of live viewers. I'm going with this total number of live viewers. For whatever reason, peak live viewers is different. Obviously, because people will drop in and out of a video at different times in the worship service. Maybe they don't like the way Cliff sang that song, and it said, "I'll come back in a minute when Joey's preaching." Sorry, Cliff, that's just an example. So I'm going for this number right here, 58, and we'll drop that in our spreadsheet. So you see that number reflected right there. YouTube. So this is the page that you come to when you go to YouTube. This is on our channel, but you're looking at YouTube as a content consumer in this format. You want to see the back of our YouTube channel, so to speak. You can see it as a content creator. So click on the icon over here, go over to YouTube Studio, and it will pull up a dashboard where you need to go to videos. And then again, finding that video that you're taking the stats on. So it's a live video that was produced and published live. So it's under the live tab in YouTube. And then we go to that video. Click on the video. Go to analytics. And now we see a discrepancy. So we had 18 concurrent viewers, but it only shows that we had 2 views. We know that's not correct, because if we had 18 concurrent or live viewers as a peak, then we know that more than just 2 people watched the video. So there you have a dilemma. And this is a good thing about going through Vimeo. It gives us a backup stat to look at. So when I go to Vimeo and scroll down, it's showing me that there were 31 people who saw that video, who have seen that video up until this point in time. Therefore, I'm going to use 18 as our peak live viewers that goes in the live column on our spreadsheet, and 31 as our total views. So when you go to the spreadsheet, you see that reflected. 18 peak peak concurrent viewers is how they say it. It's a live viewer. And then 31 is reflected in the total views. All right. So you got to be investigative and be able to discern good information when you're taking these statistics. For Facebook, you want to go to Insights, find the post. So you go to Insights, then go to Posts, and you're looking for that post with that video that you're taking the stat on. So it was on 4/26. Check the date. Sometimes the name, the title of the video will be off. So don't go off that date. Go off the date. This is on Facebook that it was published. So if you're looking at dates on Vimeo, Vimeo updates the date each time the video is edited. So if you change the name of the video, the date that you change the name of the video becomes the date attached to the video. So be careful. Click on that video. And then, so here for Facebook, we have 103 peak live viewers, and then we're counting 1 minute video views at this point in time as a total view for Facebook. We strongly believe that if somebody watched a video for 1 minute on Facebook, then they watched it much longer than just 1 minute. And we see that reflected here. If they watched it for 3 seconds, they were just scrolling and stopped for 3 seconds. 10 seconds, same thing. You obviously see a increasing curve, or it's really a decreasing curve of the amount of people that see the video as the time increases. So I think that number is an accurate reflection of how many people actually watched the video or a portion of the video. And you can make an argument how many of those people actually were reached for the gospel. You'd have to be sitting in a living room to actually know that. So same way with all these statistics is it's only as good as the information that we get. So that's the problem with having a digital ministry is really if you're trying to reach the amount of people or count the amount of people that you reach for Christ, it's going to be people that have have come into the fold of the church as a result of our reach into social media, or have reached out to us and said, this really changed my life and I gave my heart to Christ as a result of this. So those numbers, are going to be a lot less. It's the same thing for counting the amount of people sitting in a pew on Sunday morning. That you can have people sit in a pew all their life and never be saved. So you can make all these arguments, and really you're just spinning your wheels. We just count the numbers and take it for the grain of salt that it is. Take it with a grain of salt, and do the best you can. Be investigative, discern the numbers as well, as you can see there. So all that leads to say that we had a total estimated reach of 567 people. Again, these are conservative numbers. I want to be conservative. I could make these numbers inflate and make the digital or social media ministry look really good, but that's not faithful. And first and foremost, I want to be faithful. So thank y'all. If you see problems with this, please let us know how we can fix it.